Ms. Sarnowski here with our cardboard loom weaving. Last time we made the actual loom, which is any type of device where you are able to weave fabric. This is the front and that is the back. So if you haven't done the loom yet, you need to go back and watch the first video. All right, let's get started. So I have some really cool yarns here today, and I am going to start off just by making sure that they're all kind of going together, that they're not all wrapped up or tangled. So please keep these responsibly. You could also just get yarn from a box if you have that. All right, so you are going to take your first thread of yarn and you're going to use your arms to measure. So I'm going to take this, do 1 arm's length, and then 2. You know, maybe 1.5. That looks pretty good. You don't want to go too long because then it's going to get really tangled. So I just used my arms to do like 1.5. Your arm span is a little smaller than mine, so 2 would be good for you. All right, let's get started. Okay, so please keep these safe, not tangled. You're going to start just on any edge of your arm. And your loom basically, right? So you can see here I started with white on this side. I'm going to start in the top corner by tying a knot. So when you tie a knot, great life skill, you're going to cross this over. You are going to loop it through and then pull, okay? And that's 1 knot. So again, I'm going to do a double knot. I'm going to cross it over, loop it through, so that basically pushing it through the hoop you just made, making sure you keep it together, and pull. Okay, you can go ahead and trim this later. I'm just going to leave it for now. Next, I am going to find the edge of my yarn. You can kind of twist it together if it's coming apart, and you're just going to repeat the same thing basically over and over again. I'm going to count this as over. The next thing I'm going to do is go lift this up and go underneath my next piece of yarn. So if I went under, I'll go over, under, over, under, and then over. And then I'm going to gently pull it through. This is where you kind of need to make sure it doesn't get too tangled. Notice I still kept the end in my hand. And not to tug it too hard because your yarn, your weaving will start to pinch in, right, if you pull it too hard. Now, I'm at the end of the weaving. I went over. Next thing to loop it through and go under. If I just tried to go back the way I came, it would fall apart. You would just undo your weaving, which is not the end of the world. Okay, so you can see it's kind of hooked there. So if I went underneath this time, what do I do this time? Right, I go over, then I go underneath again. Have you seen the theme here yet? Right? Whenever you go over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and you just keep on going. So over, you tell me next. Under, what do I do? Over, under, over, under. And then I just gently pull it through. And if you have done it correctly, now you have 2 pieces of yarn woven. Soon you'll be a pro. And again, you can't pinch them too much. If your yarn starts pinching in, it means you need to loosen up. All right, this is the last one I'm going to show you. If I go underneath, I need to loop it around and go over. What do I do? Under, over, under, over, under, over. Now, once Mr. Sarnowski is not just repeating this in your ear the whole time, be careful you don't snag it on the top. Right, this can be really relaxing, right? Weaving is generally a pretty relaxing topic. All right, once you keep going, it will start to build up and look like this. Good luck, and I hope you do a great job starting your weaving today.